Hello and welcome on the journey, Libra. Let's look at the month ahead for you, November 2023. What is the message for Libra? Dear you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey sense, read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here. Wow, and Spirit loves you so much. So trust the invisible. There's more at play. And that word just comes back to play with my mind. We all agreed to play. So are you enjoying yourself, Libra? Or have you been overthinking? And where is it that you are placing your personal power? Let's shine a light using a sort of light oracle. Yeah, prioritize your self-care. You do too much. You do so much for others. And maybe for some of you, you do too much for others. And it's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. And I see she's got a butterfly earring. So transformation. Right now, maybe you are prioritizing your routines, because 6 is the number, the 6th house is about your daily life, and it's about your work and your health and those routines that improve and are part of your self-care. 6 also is about harmony, and it's about progress and growing, the choices that we make and how you communicate. So maybe some of you are starting to realize that even if you're frustrated, that no matter what, how we communicate with other people is going to be reflected back to us in different ways. And if we are love, then what would love do? Love would be kind. You want kindness. So this is maybe where you're learning also that you need to be kind to others. I feel that you may have been going through some isolation, and yeah, there's something here. There's the end of something, and you feel like you failed at something. I'm not sure if that's a relationship for you. Could be. Others of you could have been that you have this talent for something, or you're working on a goal, and then it's like you feel like you failed at this goal, and you've ended it. But this is merely a launch position for you right now. And maybe before too, if you have failed to prioritize your self-care as well. Maybe you've tried starting an exercise routine, or you've tried hard not to drink as much, or you've tried hard to use kind words, but it's difficult. It's challenging because it's hard work, especially when you're being influenced by the people in your life. But just remember that it's really important, Libra. That's a message coming through, that it's important for you to maintain your boundaries right now and to not let other people pull you into their addictions. For some people, I'm hearing. For other people, it's their drama. The way that they think. For them, what's good for them is not necessarily what's good for you. I feel that this connects somehow to your childhood, where you have allowed others. You've given more personal power to others. You've given your power away. And now I feel like it's time for you, as you go through this new wakefulness. I feel like you're a catalyst for change and that you are getting some downloads. What is the message? What is the current energy for Libra? The Three of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So it's almost as if you have been waiting for life to arrive to you. When is my life going to start? And there are so many things that you've wanted to do, but you've been so scared to take this leap, to take it to the next level of what you need to do. Three of Wands is about expansion. And I feel as if you've been scared to expand, scared to let something go. Something's been holding you back. And I feel like it's a mindset here. You haven't known that people have been drawing you in with the Five of Wands that this lad is holding. The Five of Wands is about that bullying, that abusive relationships. It's about people stealing your energy. That's what I'm coming to. So you've been waiting to have some fun. You've been waiting for your life to begin. You've been really wanting this, because I feel like there's this fadedness, and things have been a little faded for you lately, because there's this blue here. There's this need to express yourself. It's this need to grow, but something's holding you back. So let's find out what the obstacle is. Okay, I'll leave it there. What is the obstacle here for Libra? I feel like you need to be strong and to not doubt yourself. And if you feel like you've failed at something and that you should end it, well, maybe it's that you just need to break it down into more manageable pieces and work step by step. And I have had a really difficult time. Spirit wants me to share my own personal journey with you. That I've had a really difficult time putting time and effort into my own self-care to develop my body, to get stronger. And so I did a 30-day, well, I did two things in September. I did a 30-day sober September, and I also did a 30-day yoga challenge. So every day I put effort and energy into myself, and I felt a lot stronger, and I had such a great month, and I was more productive, especially being sober September, that I continued on the yoga challenge, and I did another 30-day yoga challenge. But it's just small steps. I could do it knowing that it was only going to be 30 days, and then I extended it to another 30 days. So maybe there's something in that for you. It's just, instead of having a huge meal for dinner that is like loaded with carbs and pastas and all of those things that you're trying to work on, maybe it's just you have one day a week where you have a nice plant-based meal, for example, or you go throughout the week and you have like maybe one glass of wine on a day instead of sharing a bottle of wine with your partner. I'm not sure. There's something in that, because I feel like we can be our own undoing and repeat the same things over and over again if we don't wake up. Like, how badly do you want to feel good? To look at your shadow self and how you are your own undoing too. And you're not a failure, because this is the journey that we are on. It is our journey to wake up. It is our journey to have the courage to take accountability that we all make mistakes, that we all have flaws, but everything is still working out for us. We can rise above the adversity. We can steer clear of the dangers of energy vampires. Wow, something in this obstacle didn't want to speak, and let's find out, because I have a feeling that yes, we are in reverse. Yeah, I feel that you've been in relationships that haven't been good for you, and you've stayed. You've tried to make it work, but things were not equal. Things were not harmonious. There was lack of communication. And so you didn't move on to be on your own. And in fact, maybe it was because you didn't have enough money. So you stayed to work financially with somebody. And you feel as if you didn't have enough to be self-sufficient, but you do. You do. It's time for you to realize that it hasn't been fair. There's not been an equal give and take, and nobody's gonna come along and rescue you. You have got to take control of your life for you, and it's about how you take life. That's also another thing that Spirit's saying, is just that your attitude, how you take life. 90% of how life happens is how you take it. And then 10% is actually making it happen. So it's in your mindset somewhere here. What other message and advice do you have for our Libra viewers for the month of November? What do we have for Libra? Ooh, some cards are wanting to come out here. I want to take these. All right. 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, the Lover's card. You have a decision. 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So isn't that interesting? We have the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles. So this is wanting teamwork. This is wanting that love. But it's also, there's a part of you that wants to hold back because you're just trying to gain a footing for yourself here. You're reflecting on how far you've come, and maybe you're in a period where you're going through a transition, where maybe you're just starting to date after you've gone through a separation with somebody, and there's a part of you that you're stable right now. You have your foundation, so you're not sure if you want to branch out and start dating a lot here because you may not have the finances. Maybe you have a lot of work Maybe you're trying to work on something with Gemini here too, because Gemini is the sign that I see coming out. Maybe you want to travel, or you might have met somebody on a trip too. You might be talking to somebody overseas who makes you feel good, but they're so far away and you have a decision to make for some of you. Do I just pick up my foundation and everything I've built here where I am to move across the sea to this person I only have known for a little bit of time? There's a bit of a fear here. What if it doesn't work out? Should I just stay single? But if your heart says to go and you're getting that call and your senses are telling you, follow that voice, because there's something here for you. So fear not, my friend, fear not. Let's get you a message of healing. What is a message of healing for Libra? Trust yourself. Trust yourself right now, because you're going through some kind of change and you might be confused. Surround yourself with positive people. Yes. All right. Yes. Please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. Wow. Use your natural healing abilities. Thank you for clearly guiding and encouraging and supporting my healing work. That's another thing, like I said, I was picking up on for a lot of you, is that you are going through and sorting through these childhood challenges that you've had. And it's difficult to rise above adversity and to rise above the patterns of the past, the shadow self that we have developed through our families, through the bonds that we have with people. But your heart is ready to heal from past, and you have to devote time and energy towards your care. Prioritize your self-care. You are not a failure. You're on a journey to your own self-development, and you have to align to a belief system and stick to that belief system. Have loyalty, be graceful, have integrity. Hold yourself accountable to those value systems, to those beliefs that you know are fundamental. It's not just about material. It's also about the emotional and the spiritual aspect of ourselves. Everything's always working out for me. Everything's always working out for me. That one is true. No matter what has been thrown my way, and it has seemed like insurmountable, I've repeated that to myself, and I've learned that, and I've been saying that phrase since it's Louise Hay phrase that I've been saying since about 2017, 2016, after I had my major out-of-body experience where I had bonked my head and actually bonked some sense into myself in terms of changing my life around to being authentically my life instead of living for my parents, living for society. That's when I started learning about my healing abilities. So you might be on the same journey to being a healer yourself. Let's get you an Angels of Abundance card. What do we have? Ooh, take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you. You make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. So there is an opportunity for love here. You have to make a decision, and maybe it's a decision of who you want to work with for the future. Do you want to keep giving to people who are stealing your energy, who don't communicate with you, who are not self-sufficient in their own right? It looks like there's a choice to be had, and you're being guided by Spirit. So take that chance. Yes, Spirit is saying, trust your feelings. What are your feelings telling you? And there's a baby here. So I feel like that baby could be, maybe for some of you, you want to have a baby. And there's a little doggy to take care of here too. Maybe you want to have a puppy. Maybe for others of you, these are looking at the fears of the past. You've grown, you've survived. You've always survived, even when you were small and fragile and maybe have gone through a difficult life. You survived, and you've grown stronger. Libra, I would like us to give ourselves a hug today and say, I love myself today. I love myself today. I am perfectly imperfect, and I'm on my journey, and I'm doing my best to prioritize my self-care. Yes, I've made lots of mistakes and I've failed, but I keep trying, because failure, and that's something that I talk about a lot, is how we learn. We fail, we fall, we get back up again. And that song's coming into me. I fall, get up again. Anyway, until we meet again, bye Libra.